2 days ago, President Ruto did a public rally in Kisii, and in this rally, something really strange happened. The president cut his speech short, got in his vehicle, and told his driver to drive off. So in this video, I want us to look into some of the reasons why Ruto ran away from the people during his Kisii rally, and with no further ado, let's get after it. Now, the first reason why Ruto ran away was because some good citizen decided to release bees into the crowd, so much so that he or she could stop Kenyans from listening to the endless lies from the president. Let's have a look at this tweet for context, and I quote. This is from the Kenyan Vigilante. Someone released bees at Kisii Stadium yesterday during the presentation of Shabana's bus to Shabana FC. This is the second time it has happened. On Saturday, someone released bees during the DCP political meeting in Kikuyu, and here you can see the video. It is a shame that people have to use bees to stop the propagation of lies. I thought morals was the first checkpoint ya kuzuia uongo kutoka kwa mdomo, but because of lack of morals, watu wanatoa uongo, wengine wanatoa nyuki. So it is what it is. But the second reason why the president ran away was because the crowd was very much pro-Matiang'i. They literally refused to sing two-term. They also refused to cheer anything the president had to say. So guess what? To avoid further embarrassment, he had to get in his vehicle and run away. Let's have a look at this tweet for context, and I quote. This is from Laban Bunya. It's one of the many tweets which have corroborated this story. President Ruto has ended his Kisii rally abruptly. There were thousands of people who were witnessing the handing over of the Shabana FC bus. The crowds remained unmoved and never responded actively. Nyaribari Masaba, Honorable Dr. Daniel Manduku, ODM, tried to say two-term, but the crowd was standing still. That was a red flag leading to the meeting ending. The president tried to say wale majamaa tunashindana nao hawana mpango, and the crowds became dumb. Anyway, thanks for Shabana FC's new bus, which is double axle yada yada. It is designed as a high-end luxury vehicle. All the best to the team for getting their bus, but nonetheless, the crowd was nonchalant. They wanted nothing to deal with the president or his people or even two-term. So yeah, I guess they say go where you're loved or appreciated. The people in Kisii do not love the president and they don't appreciate him, so ilibidi aende. Reason number 3 why the president ran away is the fact that some people in the crowd started shouting at the president. And if there's one thing I know about President Ruto personally, he doesn't like being shouted at. In fact, here's a prime example of him throwing a tantrum after being lectured by a young Gen Z during the 2022 election rally.
Tuwe na heshima. Sawa sawa. Nyenye mnanielewa? Na kama kuna mtu ametumwa hapa kuja kuharibu hii mkutano, useme saa hizi mapema ama uondoke kwa hii mkutano. Nyinyi mnanisikia? Mnataka sloya? Mnataka aondoke? Mnataka aondoke? Mnataka afanye nini? Basi nyamazeni. Atapata nafasi ya kuongea. Wewe kijana, wacha kunijibu. Unanijibu kama nani? Kama umeleta kisirani kwa hii mkutano, utoke. Hauwezi kuja hapa na kuharibu mkutano. Please, tuheshimiane. Sijui kama tunaelewana.
You see, the difference is that lecture ambaye alipewa huyo kijana na the entire crowd generally, because he lectured everybody, was at a time when he was popular. He could do no wrong. Right now, he is unpopular with very little numbers. His allies are fighting him, Kinawanga and others. They want Kiti ya Kindiki na nini. He has so much headache. He cannot dare risk today to lecture any crowd or any person. So what could he do? As opposed to the days of the past where he could lecture people, aliingia gari na akaenda. I'm sure he complained on his way home, but to the people, he had to hold it. And these are the repercussions of poor leadership. The only place I ever saw Uhuru Kenyatta getting booed was Luo Nyanza. In fact, he even never bothered going to that place until after handshake. Everywhere else he was received. Even Western Kenya, which never voted for Uhuru Kenyatta. Even Mombasa, which is an ODM zone, still received Uhuru Kenyatta. But for President Ruto, despite being in this broad-based arrangement and with ODM in specific, because ODM carries the Luos, the Luyas, and the Kisiis, he's now discovering for the first time that the Kisiis are not with him. The Luyas are not with him. Ni wale tu wa Bungoma, sababu huwa wanapiga blindly vile Wetangula anawaambia. Na ndo bado wataenda kupigia Didmas kura. But other than Bungoma County, all other counties are of sound mind. So moral of the story, regions have broken off from ODM. ODM is going to give Ruto just the logo, the slogan, Tibim, Tialala, na vitu kama hiyo. Hakuna kura wanaenda kumpatia. This is a one-term presidency. But having said that, guys, let me not drone on and on and on. Let's head on over to X to see how Kenyans responded to the affordable bees that were launched as the president was launching the Shabana bus. Pun intended. And I quote, Mind Over Matter said, DCI, arrest those bees. Acha waende washike hizo nyuki. Pete Benedict said, this level of punishment should only be given to Ruto and the chief goon. Is this person claiming Ruto is also the chief goon, or the chief goon is some other goon who has not been mentioned here by name? Either way, anasema hii mambo ya nyuki ni yao tu wana deserve. K is calling the use of bees biological weapons. That cannot be. Maybe anthrax, but not this. Hii ni Wakenya tu wanaambia rais fuata nyuki ule asali. So wamempea nyuki, tunangoja asali sijui atatoa wapi. Either way, that's just my opinion on the matter. Do drop me on comment section below and I'll do best to read them to give you a response. So with that, here today's ads of the day. If you're still managing rentals using notebooks and caretakers, see how Joel Karangu Maina switched to a system that runs his 76 units automatically. Every month, caretakers traveled to his office with handwritten records. Balancing the math took hours. Payments never merged and tenants never got receipts. Then Joel switched to Bomahat, Kenya's award-winning property management software. Now payments update automatically, receipts go out via SMS, and every report is just one click away. He now runs all 76 units from his phone. No chaos, no confusion. Join hundreds of landlords doing the same. If you're in need of electrical wiring, solar installation, or electrical fittings such as strip lights, snake lights, downlighters, or chandeliers, contact Engineer Wycliffe at 0707 476602 and he'll get your house dapped up. If you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula. Hit the subscribe button, you're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.